Hey everybody. Hope you all are doing well today. Check, check, testing, check. Checking to see if the mic is good. Hey everybody. Okay. So we are back with another stream today. Like I said, hope you all are doing well on this November 2nd, 2023. And if you didn't see it, put it in the community tab that today is Andor Day, basically, because November 2nd, 2022 is the day that Andor Season 1, Episode 9, Nobody's Listening episode dropped on this day last November, which is just cool. Just found out. I was like, oh, let me put it in the community tab. So, that's a cool thing. Also, too, I am, like I did put it in the community tab, that I am working on a Dedra Miro video, one of a few extra ones that's going to be coming down the line when it's pertaining to the specific article that I was given to by a really good friend of mine yesterday, actually. Uh, but I have to do a couple of things to really get that video together. But, excuse me, but today, I wasn't sure if I wanted to touch on this, but I was just like, let's just do a stream today. It may just be a 10-minute stream, 15-minute stream, 20-minute stream. It all depends. If somebody decides to even pop up in the chat, even because as I always say, these streams only go but so far, but so long. Depending on if anybody decides and feels comfortable with having a conversation with myself, besides myself having a conversation with the camera. But I wanted to talk about this rumor because that's how I'm taking it specifically. This rumor that the Ahsoka series was greenlit for season 2. Um, I actually came across that on social media, but I didn't do a video on it. I didn't share anything in the community tab. I was just like, we'll see what happens. But then, roughly about an hour and a half ago, I was just like, I think we can talk about this in a stream. This is more so a stream conversation. Um, but yeah, season 2. That's what many fans are hoping will occur. I mean, I'm one of them actually. Because season 1 was to me was just a good first season. Many of those episodes were done well. Um, Key things happened, key things occurred, and really captured and captivated many of us that had a lot of us running back to um, whatever device, site, whatever, which of course includes Disney Plus, to be able to watch these episodes each Tuesday. It's on Tuesday, right? And then once it finalized, it was just like, okay, now the question was, will there be a season 2? Will the Of course, we know that the movie is gonna be getting done by Dave Filoni. He's gonna be heading. He's gonna be directing it. All of that. Um, but that was the question: will there be a season 2? Um, and per uh, an account on Twitter, this specific person was the one who many people flock to um, when it's pertaining to information. Um, and they were the ones that decided to put that information out there to social media to say that Ahsoka season 2 was indeed happening. Like I said, I saw it and I was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna wait and see what Disney says, what Lucasfilm says, whatever the case. Um, but of course, many fans, it's of course a mixed response. But there were many fans that were just like, yes, this is it. It is indeed happening. Um, and I sit back and I'm just like, we do have a tendency to run with stuff. You know what I mean? Many people, I've done it in the past, may more than likely still do it in the future, right? Or even in the present, but may have a moment of to where we automatically assume that which has been put in front of us is gospel, that it's the correct thing. This is real. This is what's happening. Blah blah blah. But I'm also, like I said, I'm definitely a person who feels like if it's coming from the main pot, the main source, whatever, mostly of whatever the main source is the actual real thing. And until I hear from them, whatever may be said from outside sources, I have to take with a grain of salt or maybe even a huge one. So, for me, when I saw it, like I said, when I saw that, I was just like, okay, grain of salt. But, I am hopeful that there will be a second season. That's my hope. My hope is that, maybe say, like, because again, Balin is one of my favorite characters. I would more so say is my favorite character in the show in the first season. Maybe if indeed there is a second season coming, that Balin will be, if he's not in the movie, that he would be more featured in this second season. They'll recast and do the rest of the character justice. While also to me hoping that a book, comic book, or both gets made, written and all of that, published, to be able to read on his character. Again, that's my hope for that to occur. Sorry, I just got a message on one of my videos. Hmm. That's actually on the stream. Or maybe it was on the other stream. But, you know, because I did go live and then I forgot I had an important phone call. I did go live like an hour ago. I had an important phone call that I had to be on. And yeah, just when I hit go live on that original stream an hour ago, I got a text like, oh, I got to go do this important phone call. It's going to take up more than a half hour of my time. So I couldn't do the stream at that time. But yeah, that is what I'm saying, guys. We have, leakers, scoopers, all of that stuff out there. They're going to be out there. They're going to do, whatever. Whether they're trying to get clicks to just, not waste people's time and speak some honesty, but then you also have the other side where there are people, leakers and scoopers, who are not being honest. They just want clicks. They would just, oh man, man, streams bugging. Hmm. Okay. Now I'm dropping frames. That's what's going on. Dropping frames. But it looks like I'm okay. It looks like it. Because I'm paying attention on my phone. Put a stream. So, but yeah. Hopefully the stream is okay now. But yeah, like I'm saying, we got to take many of these leakers and scoopers with a grain of salt, even if they're telling the truth, just because we want to make sure that the the main source is gonna give us whatever they're gonna give us, because we do know that a lot of stuff that they do give us, whether it's like a trailer and stuff like that, that can be edited, so it's like that's technically not fully the truth. You know what I mean? But Ahsoka, I will say Ahsoka season 1, per the trailers, a lot of the stuff that they showed in the trailers was actually in the show. They did, of course, they did edit in some stuff per the season 1 trailers, but many of the stuff that we saw from the trailers itself, I forgot to do a video on that too. I still may do that, but many of the stuff that they did indeed show and or what we heard was indeed shown in the season, most of the episodes. So that was actually a good thing. Because I have a buddy of mine who's like really just like he's just like, man, like they just need whatever they show in the trailers, that should be in the movie or in the TV show. Asking him also, what's going on, dude? How are you? That might be the case, but you gotta figure though, the actor strike is still going on. Every day that it's still running, season, whatever, even Andor can get pushed back to 2025, because they haven't. That's the thing about Andor. They haven't fully filmed the second season. They did start filming the second season roughly 2 months ago, but they didn't finish it. So that's still technically in production. Just to remind you and many others that Andor may not be ready come next year to basically go live on Disney Plus next year. Just as a reminder. Um, but yeah, um, but yeah, per like I said, per these leagues, per these scoopers, take it with a grain of salt, guys. You know, maybe read the comments, join in on the comments, type of stuff. At least do that. Um, but try your best not to run with that type of information, because again, this one scooper decides to say that Ahsoka season 2 is happening. That hasn't been mentioned from the main source, and that's what a lot of us was thinking was going to happen around the time that season 1 ended, around the time episode 8 ended. Uh, but um, but again, that didn't happen, which I'm still kind of shocked that when we're talking about Star Wars, and even mentioning when we're talking about celebration for this year, you know, I can say that I have both the Acolyte and or season 2 teaser trailers on my laptop, but many of you haven't seen it. And I would have figured that those two trailers would have at least been shared by now. But there's ultimately reasons why that's not the case. So yeah, I would give it 50 plus minutes. That's my take on the finale for season 2 of Andor. But yeah, guys, if anything, if a scooper or a leaker says, this is what is happening, you know, take it with a grain of salt, because we really don't know until Disney or Lucasfilm or whomever or both says that Ahsoka season 2 is going to happen. That is going to be, uh, produced, release date, all of this stuff. Um, but at the same time, maybe they were going to say that it was going to come, but the actor strike is still happening and they're just waiting. Because there are legitimate sources out there who are specifying and saying once the strikes end, then a lot of stuff that's been put on hold to be shared, to be posted for social media people to see, that stuff was going to get definitely pushed out. But again, the actors strike is still going. There was a rumor about this weekend about their both sides legal teams being in the same room and that a deal was possibly already had been met, but that's not. We don't know. We're not there, so we don't know what's really going on. So we just have to be patient and wait. But in the meantime, we still have plenty of other stuff to talk about. We still have, like I said, I have this Dedra Miro video that I'm gonna be putting together. I just gotta rehash some things. That's gonna look to hopefully go out tomorrow. I was gonna work on it tonight, but that's not gonna be the case. Gonna get ready to go to bed soon. But yeah, for sure tomorrow that Dedra Miro video will go out. Hopefully tomorrow, if not tomorrow, Saturday. And then I for sure know that I have some more Ahsoka videos that I need to talk about, that I need to push out from season 1. There's still plenty of stuff to talk about, and definitely what I'm hopeful for. But again, my hope for season 2, once again, is that if there's a season 2, that Balin, if his story isn't being taken from season 1, say there is a season 2 as well as from season 2 to be applied to the movie, that they at least do the second season, that he will get, his story will culminate in this second season. Again, if he's not a key character in this Dave Filoni movie. So yeah, that's my hope and my thoughts on Balin, because I'm curious. I want to know. I want to know. I want to see him and Shin Hati, his apprentice, move forward and gaining, whatever resolution or whatever the case, whatever it was that they were going after from season 1. I want to see that occur for their characters. Resolution, result, whatever it is. I want to see it. But I definitely want to see it, a book made on Balin, because I would love to read that book. Hopefully that book does happen. And I'm gonna also look to get Balin's Funko Pop. That's what I want. I want to get a Funko Pop. I definitely did order. I think I put it in the community tab. The Grand Admiral Thrawn 1x6 scale. I pre-ordered it. I'm getting that next year. I can't wait. I think it's next year, or maybe 2025. But either way, I'm getting that, and I'm definitely gonna share it in the community tab. Maybe even bring it up on live stream here. but yeah, guys, take this up with a grain of salt. Season 2 hasn't been confirmed by Lucasfilm yet, by Disney yet. But it is my hope that it happens. It may be possibly your hope too. But I'm getting ready to be out because I'm tired. And I'm glad to be off tomorrow, so that I can get this video done on Andor, on Dedra tomorrow. So hopefully it will go up tomorrow. We'll see what happens, and then I can focus on some other stuff for the channel. But I'm out. Enjoy the rest of the evening and night. Dasky Monster, thank you for stopping by. Dude is always real. For whenever you stop by, with anybody else. But I'm out of here, guys. And stay safe, stay humble, And remember,